From now on, former military servicemen have the opportunity to improve their knowledge of foreign languages free of charge. The NATO-Ukraine project for retraining and social adaptation of military servicemen is in process. Retired military personnel, veterans and soldiers who completed their service participated in the program. Among them, more than 80% were ATO participants.
The course that we're about to deliver, a course funded by the NATO resettlement program and one of many that we have delivered since the year 2000, does exactly that. It creates opportunities.
From September 2018 to January 2019, 16 servicemen will study the English language for the first time and acquire the skills necessary for employment and adaptation to civilian life. In addition to language proficiency, the servicemen will be taught how to write a resume and take an interview. The 5-day English course will last for 5 hours per day during 4 months and will last a total of 400 hours. Of course, those who want to be a member of a group are much more numerous than we can allow. Unfortunately, the group consists of 16 people. Therefore, we're testing the level of knowledge before the beginning of the course, and we will be able to form necessary group only after the results of such testing. The main criterion for selecting students, according to the British Council, is that the level of English is the same for all. This way, training will be more effective and the progress will be more noticeable. After all, the difference in terms of the level of knowledge creates additional problems for students and teachers. For one group of students, the process is very difficult, and for another, it may not be that interesting. Therefore, we test them from the very start, and then we choose those servicemen that showed an elementary level of understanding of the language. Now we're introducing the elementary group, as they can really take advantage of this opportunity in full. By the way, if someone due to certain circumstances of life is not able to attend trainings, then another person is invited instead. The language training program in Ukraine was founded in Ukraine in 1999 by the NATO Office of Economic Security and Defense. The project is aimed at providing assistance to former military personnel or those who will soon be released. Linguistic courses are implemented by the British Council for English and the Goethe Institute in Kiev, which offers courses in the German language.
By all the political and financial developments for our program, now in June we had already 10,000 graduates in the program running through. This year we have the budget for around 850 study places. Our portfolio covers around 34 different topics.
Valery Fediai is a former military serviceman who served in the main Directorate of Operational Support of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. He studied French at school and German at a military institute. I learned about such courses through a friend of mine. He attended these courses and recommended them to me. By the way, this program for the adaptation of former servicemen is funded by NATO representatives. To my mind, it is a very interesting method for adaptation to a new life. The NATO office in Ukraine will monitor employment results in 8 to 9 months after completion of the course. The average opportunity for the project's participants finding a job is 80%, according to international partners. The importance of these courses today is quite obvious and is at the top of the agenda after a decision on the state policy towards the NATO course was taken. And in a certain way, not only military servicemen should take part in this project. Language courses are held in different cities of Ukraine. Starting from the year 2000, this project was launched in more than 65 Ukrainian cities. The program provides the opportunity to Ukrainians to be trained in such important spheres as management, marketing, the English language, and small business, economics, radio electronics, design, and other fields of activity.
So NATO and the British Council have worked in partnership for almost 20 years, and whilst the British Council participates in a range of programs that support the development of English skills for the defence and law enforcement sectors in Ukraine, the opportunity for us to work with NATO as part of the resettlement program continues to be of great importance to the British Council and is something that we are particularly proud to be a part of.
With the support of NATO in Ukraine, a project for the study of foreign languages for former servicemen provides an opportunity to gain new knowledge for self-realization, to find decent work and adapt to civilian life. Personnel soldiers who have already been released from military formations or are planning to retire this year can become participants of the international program. Also, soldiers officially contracted in the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the National Guard of Ukraine, the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine, and the Security Service of Ukraine are eligible for this program.